Hey everybody, Simply Said here on YouTube. So, man shoots family member, and they're saying that the family member that he shot was his father. What's going on with it? I think a lot of this is happening because these men can't make it. They cannot make it, and sometimes people start to look around, and that's why it's hard to help people. They start to look around and they see who they can go and get some help from. Then you help them out a little bit. All it takes is that one time for you to say no, and it's on and popping. It just takes one time. If you help someone, you can help them 10, 20 times. The one time you say no, that could be the end of you. So they're saying he shot his family member. He didn't sound to be gainfully employed. Sounds like from what the neighbor was saying, he did a few things around in the area. So more than likely, he's probably living off his dad. And the elderly parent get tired. They become very angry. These Dusties feel entitled, and things like this happen.
For shooting. I was getting home from work, and next thing you know, I just see police riding up, at any given time, and we all sitting around as the other neighbors were, and as we know that the guy that we all know, I know him as Will, and we come to find out he had passed. According to Memphis police, when they arrived at 2212 Woodfield Park Drive, a male victim was located and pronounced dead. 32-year-old Jarvis Fullwiley was detained at the scene. Police say he and the victim are related.
Wow.
I hate that it happened, but I'm more on the lines of...
So Jarvis he was at the scene when this happened. More than likely, he's probably staying there. The sad thing is, people are so, oh, you got to help. It's your family member. Guess what? No, you don't. Because those are the ones that were in you. That's the sad thing right there. If that guy was dying out and need a place to stay, if he would have said no and stepped away, hate to tell you, that man might be alive today. If he had just said no, or no, you can't come here. You can't move in. You can't live here. I don't want you around here. But people feel, oh, I got to help it. I got to pitch in. I got to help. As I said before in the video, don't get hurt trying to help. If he had said no, still be alive, more than likely. This is, in my opinion, a deceitful, diseased person. And when it gets next to you, if a person is deceitful, if they're evil, if they're diseased, what do you think is going to happen? Some people that you help, you have no idea. They are looking at you, hating you for what you have. Hating you for what you have. And it escalates. They're very selfish. Oh, me. You could help me. What do you bring to the table? Dusty's bring drama. Like you said, this man said when he came home, the police, Dusty's bring drama. In this case, they bring death and trauma. Now, the financial implications, too much trust in a nation. Sometimes no is the most powerful word. It's the best thing you can say to yourself, trying to help someone. You're going to have to say no. And times are getting harder. You can try to help people. Sometimes you just have to say no. So let's go on down to Dusty Dan. Dusty Dan attempted trying to kill Mama Man, putting a pillow over his mother's face. Let's see. So if that's his mother and she dies, it sounds like to me, and I went to an estate sale recently, it sounds like to me that maybe Dusty Dan wanted this, what mother and daddy have worked for. She's probably, he's no young dude. He's 54 years old. So she might be in her 70s, so try to suffocate her and say, oh, she died peacefully in her sleep. Let me do a quick cremation. And then guess what? Meemaw's car. This might be his car, but Meemaw's car, this. Maybe he wanted his inheritance early. Maybe he wanted his inheritance. Why would you do that? Are you doing assisted suicide? I guarantee you, I wouldn't be surprised to check both these men. You're going to find financial problems. Financial problems, can't make it. So people start feeling entitled. And see, here's the thing about it. People always understand the willingness wanting to help, but here's what you gotta understand. Don't let anybody come trying to guilt trip you. Well, it's family. Well, it's your child. Don't let people guilt trip you, because here's what a lot of people don't seem to understand. While you feeling like, oh, you're feeling obligated, what you don't seem to understand, when things like this happen, the men on the screen, like this dude right here, where little TT at? Little TT and Dusty down here, what you don't seem to understand. When these things happen, you know what? They are simply thinking of themselves. Maybe that's something you should try and do. They are simply thinking of themselves. That's why they commit these crimes. They're thinking about them. They care about no one else. So don't let people try to sit up here and pull you. Well, you got all those rooms and all that. You know, you've got space. You can go ahead and have so and so. I would, but I can't. Do not let people guilt trip you, because when you become a victim, stop and think. You are a victim because you know why? The person thought about themselves. They have no regard for your life. The economy, the stock market up and down. Losses are still there. What's happening today? Facebook laying off. Big time. Massive layoff for Facebook. Twitter already laying off. Gonna ask people to come back in. So life is very fragile. Do not let people guilt trip you into helping somebody, because when you become a victim, guess what? The one that victimizes you, they don't care about you. They're thinking simply for themselves. That's why I tell black women, take off that darn cape. I don't care what the cape is. It's for mama that wasn't there. If she's a good mom, that's different. Mama, daddy that wasn't there just because they clothed and fed you, it's time to do a rift. You need to evaluate relationships. Friends, families, everybody, even children. Evaluate relationships. Sometimes it's best to do a rift. Reduction in force. Some people don't belong in your life. So somebody let Dusty Dan in. Look, this is her son, mama, trying to accuse of trying to kill mama. This one right here, they said he already shot somebody, and they're saying that it's his father. What you want to bet? I bet you they both have financial troubles. And they care about no one but themselves. Me. Take. That's what Dusties do. So it's no time to be clueless. It's time for self-preservation. Times are going to get harder. I have heard the horror stories. Seen if you're on the news, I've heard some horror stories personally. And I don't care when people start moving in with you. In most states, they have some states it's 2 weeks. They've been there for 2 weeks. They live there. There's no just, okay, you've been here 30 days. You've been here 60 days. I need you to go ahead and get out. They have nowhere to go. I need you to go ahead and get out. They're not going to leave. Then you got to file eviction. Then all of a sudden, I've heard family members, all of a sudden you got a whole lot of plumbing problems. Oh, they stuffing things down your toilet, down the sink. Oh, you got water damage. So imagine you living in a space, the person has nowhere to go. There's been a major difference. You got a plumbing problem, water all on your floors. And you're supposed to, this is your home. Sometimes people, I hate to tell you so, but sometimes when people need help, you have to think, what's the worst can happen? And sometimes it's just better to just say no. Simply Said here on YouTube. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. Let me know your thoughts. I'm out. Be safe. Be aware. Why? It's too much dust out there. Love ya.